Turn the dial and feel the wave. Stir the fallout, signal brave.
Good evening. This is Stir the Fallout. You are hearing this. The signal has found you.
System.
Tonight, we align the static. We stir the wave. We do not panic. We broadcast.
Spin the dial, embrace the thunder. Every whisper wants the crown. Chaos writes the nightly bulletin while the satellites look down. Stir the fallout! Spin the wave! Long live what tyrants crave! Signal bright across the night! Crack the skyline with the light! Static in the storm!
Destiny has checked out early. In a shocking development, several key prophecies were reported absent at the usual morning briefing. Hero princesses reportedly redesigning castles without approval.
Breaking, multiple individuals have reported thinking about the future and immediately needing a nap.
Officials maintain Destiny is not missing. It is, quote, taking a personal day, unquote. Compliance advisory. Keep dragons on schedule manually. All spectators remain unscathed for now. Update. The pass has once again refused deletion. Engineers confirm it is now archival but active. Celestial deodorant declares independence. Sources confirm that deodorant for the Devas has ceased compliance with the Cosmic Hygiene Board. The product has declared autonomous fragrance governance, citing existential self-expression. Retailers report spontaneous scent anomalies. Heavenly auditors were unavailable for comment. Investors note volatility is fragrant, but profitable.
Developing. A man attempting to fix everything at once has been advised to sit down immediately.
Chaos has been promoted to consultant. The entity formerly known as Chaos has officially joined the Strategic Mythic Board. Responsibilities now include narrative disruption, unscheduled plot twists, and occasional storm generation. Staff reports. Meetings are, quote, energetic, unpredictable, and mildly terrifying, unquote. Attendance is optional. Rebellion is mandatory.
Correction. You were never behind. You were just avoiding something.
Emotional bandwidth disorders are now being reported across all time zones.
Update. Hope is now available in limited quantities. Side effects include effort.
Developing. A small group of individuals have begun doing the next right thing. Authorities are monitoring the situation.
Alert. Comfort zones are shrinking. Expansion may be required.
Unexpected transformations. choice. Don't stop wasting your precious time. Be the king of your land tonight. Flush tight, stand tall, alpha of the desert Scales has a new solution for more monsters seeking evolution. Nether regions feeling shy under neon crescent sky. From princess tents to pirate crews, from keto beats to news and free blues. 30 years of science and sex to put that sparkle in your stress test. Consult your vet or your physician before taking full moon. Side effects include difficulty sleeping, difficulty staying awake, sudden disco confidence, and dramatic saxophone solos. Sotilest fantastic dahka. Dan hayran aslan cheese on pizza. But now you're the alpha male in the mirrored born desert face. Controlling transformation. Totem pole command and reputation. Brings the fear from your heart. Brings the chaos from the start. From every layer, from every zone. Be majestic, be fully grown. Isn't it nice to know you have a tonight?
Destiny volatility detected. Prophecy drift increasing. Hero arc probability rising. This is not a crisis. This is a scheduling variance. Welcome to Fairy Tale Daycare. Narrative stability through structured myth management. Dragons enrolled in controlled flame modules. Princesses assigned tower reflection periods. Wolves participating in deterry mediation workshops. All apples pre-screened. All spindles magnetically sealed. All magic beams require dual authorization. Unauthorized quests are discouraged. Midnight curfews are enforced. Glass slipper distribution monitored. Please remain calm. Your legend is safe. Stay in your chapter. Wait for your cue. Happily ever after will be issued to you. Unmanaged myths become revolutions. fairy tale daycare. We pace your destiny.
Fairy tale daycare, where every once upon a time has supervision.
Are you a witch with a full potion schedule? A night double booked for dragon slaying? A stepmother attending a mandatory image branding seminar? We understand. That's why at Fairy Tale Daycare, we provide safe, structured, narratively compliant childcare for all mythic dependents.
Whether they're a dragon with mild arson tendencies, a princess in early stage tower independence, a wolf navigating dietary identity, or an egg-shaped citizen exploring gravity, we've got them covered.
Safety first. All enhanced forests are fully OSHA certified, spell resistant, troll proof, and equipped with emergency happily ever after contingencies. No curses without consent. No spinning wheels after 6 p.m. All apples pre-screened.
Daily activities include intro to responsible fire breathing, conflict resolution for siblings who are also rivals, unionization basics for nursery rhyme characters, castle building without feudal oppression,
and of course, quiet time in the enhanced nap grove.
Just listen to some of these parental testimonials.
My dragon hasn't burned down a single village since enrollment.
Oh, that big bad wolf finally learned to ask before hopping. Sleeping Beauty hasn't triggered the fire alarm in weeks.
Flexible scheduling.
Armageddon postponed. Prophecy rescheduled. Witch trial moved to Tuesday. No problem.
We offer half-day quest coverage, drop-in miracle supervision, and apocalypse-adjusted billing cycles.
Catchy slogan for looping. Fairy Tale Daycare, where dragons nap and destinies wait until pickup time. Fairy Tale Daycare, not responsible for spontaneous heroes' journeys, glass slipper mismatches, frog to prince incidents, or unexpected moral lessons. Happily ever afters may vary. Because even legends need a place to play.
Thank you for your compliance.
Unauthorized authenticity has been detected in multiple locations.
Correction, you are not burned out. You are operating behind design limits.
Hello, viewers. Welcome once more to our weekly get-together. Here you are getting a rare glimpse behind the scenes of all of the production difficulties and hurdles that we have to overcome to bring you the best show on the internet.
That's right.
All right, we are now into the parody ad blocks. This is pre-written scripts. This is where guests are asked if they are willing to read scripts for us for ad blocks. We have our guest here. This is Mike, lovingly known as Minds Gaming or Quantum Qubit. Today, he is here with us, and we are going to get into doing the ad blocks. He has said that he would be willing to read. Now, before we get started, I have to ask you, like I've asked everyone else, are you in an isolated area that allows you to be recorded?
Oh, maybe.
Okay. Now, first, before we get started, I want to ask you if you could read it twice. I want you to read it once straight, and then I want the second one to be slightly exaggerated. Are you able to do that? This helps us with editing later on.
So long for twice. We can try it. It's a little long for twice for me, but I'll read it good.
Okay.
666 flags. Thrills so good they're almost eternal. Looking for a family fun at the edge of eternity? Then pack up the kids and head down to 666 Flags. The world's premier apocalyptic leisure destination. Ride the all-new Relevation roller coaster, now featuring 7 thrilling drops, 4 symbolic horsemen, and a surprise final judgment photo op. Hungry? Grab a bite at the mark of the Feast Food Court, where the funnel cakes are flaming, but only metaphorically. 666 Flags, where the end is just the beginning of fun.
Thank you for your compliance. Now, let's move on to spot 2.
Think you can handle the heat? Step inside the lake of mildly inconvenient fire. It's warm, it's immersive, it's fully OSHA compliant. Or cool off at the bureaucratic Beast Pavilion, where you'll meet our friendly, multi-headed mascot, Beastly. Beastly has 6 flags. He waves all of them. Kids love him. Prophets tolerate him.
Thank you for your compliance. Let's move on to spot 3, the family experience.
We brought the kids for the plague parade.
And I upgraded to the Judgment Day Fast Pass.
I met a horseman. He signed my scythe.
That's right. At 6 Flags, every hour is happy hour. Until the final trumpet sounds.
Thank you for your compliance. Let's move on to spot 4, limited time offer.
Purchase your season pass today and receive 1 complimentary Beast branding, just a temporary tattoo, priority access to Rapture Drop Tower, and 10% off Eternal Souvenirs. Supplies are limited, reality is temporarily, but fun is forever. Forever defined as park operating hours, of course.
Thank you for your compliance. Let's move on to spot 5, soft, creepy tag.
666 Flags. The sky darkens nightly. At 8, seals break hourly, and the memories last a lifetime. Bring the whole family before the gates close.
Thank you for your compliance. 666 Flags. Structured collapse for the whole family. All right. So now, after we finish that up, we go on to the next script. This one is deodorant for the Deva, or the Devas.
Oh.
Because even celestial beings descend. Now, just like before, I have to ask you, are you willing to read this 2 times? One normal, and then the second time just slightly exaggerated. I believe this one has voice 1 and voice 2, so...
Yeah,
And
there's
a
2 speakers
A
here.
fast disclaimer voice, and a
Now you-
narrator, an
you-
announcer.
Now, he's going to be the narrator.
Okay.
You're definitely the king of disclosure, or disclosure.
Or
So
fast disclaimer voice.
yeah,
You want me to do that?
do the fast disclaimer voice.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Bob does the angelic testimony, I guess, and we'll let Mark do the confident dramatic. Bob, you'd be better at being confident dramatic. To be honest, you're really good with drama, with the whole when you read it.
Bob? No, I've never seen her be dramatic ever.
She does it really great when it comes to her reading.
Yes, miss.
Would you be willing to do voice too?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead and be angelic, Mark. Let's do this. You want to be angelic?
I think he'd make a good angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're angelic. Sound good?
You say so.
Okay, so I think you only have like one role, so if you only got like one role, so deodorant for the Davis, because even celestial beings descend.
In the upper realms, where lotus blossoms float on golden winds, where merit ripens like fruit in external spring, where the divas dance in radiant bliss, there comes a moment, a sign, a subtle shift in the fragrance of immortality. Yes, even celestial beings must face the return. In certain ancient traditions, it is whispered that when a diva's time in heaven nears its end, a faint scent appears. Not a lotus, not of sandalwood, but something earthly, before panic spreads across the jeweled terrain, before your divine glow dims under social pressure, before the apparatus starts side-eyeing you across the cloud lounge. There's now deodorant for the divas, infused with Himalayan wild essence, distilled moonlight, caramel neutralizing botanics, and patented simmer daily formula. Because why reincarnate today when you could reincarnate fresh?
I noticed the signs, the fading garlands, the awkward distance in the celestial spa. Then I tried deodorants for the divas. Now I radiate again.
Well, I was moments away from rebirth as a tax accountant. Now, I smell like enlightenment.
Don't let your destiny catch you unprepared. When the cosmic sweat of impermanence begins to glisten, when the scent of mortality drifts into your aura, reach for the only protection approved in 3 heavenly realms. Deodorant for the divas. Stay fragrant, stay luminous, and stay transcendent.
Product does not actually prevent rebirth. Side effects may include humility, existential clarity, and unexpected compassion. Consult your karmic advisor before use.
Because even gods need a little freshness.
Don't let impermanence disrupt your brand equity. Pivot your presence, monetize your merit, leverage your luminosity. Upgrade your eternity today with deodorant for the Davers.
Thank you for your compliance.
All right, guys, I gotta get the kid going for stuff, but I will see you at 9 for Dude, Where's My Wallet?
Okay.
Excellent.
Really?
Thanks for stopping
Cool.
in, man. It was wonderful.
Cool.
All right, later, guys.
See you later.
Thanks, Roger. I appreciate it.
Hey man, you did great. Thank you for doing the readings and stuff. We appreciate it too. So
No problem, man.
there you go.
There we go.
Okay.
Well, what is
That was actually pretty.
Oh, it's the wrong one.
Hey, there ain't no such thing, man. You did great. Now down here at the bottom, they have this one that. No, that's not it. It's just Davis, stay away. Deodorant for the Divas. Loop jingle. It's a soft synth.
Stay aligned. How does it go?
It's down here, deodorant for the Devas. It says loop jingle. And then underneath that it says soft synth pad. And stay luminous.
Stay luminous, stay aligned. Optimize your scent across space and time. No more stress when merit dips. Fresh transcendence on your lips. Roll it on, ascend with ease. Cloud-based karmic guarantees. Devas, Devas, stay divine. Fresh across the cosmic timeline. Devas, Devas, optimize. Fragrance that eternalizes. Scale your glow. Let your aura flow. Stay luminous. Stay aligned. Stay divine. Optimize. Deodorant for the Devas!
Excellent. That was great.
Brava, bravissima.
Now we have Mark Edworthy, who is going to do gaydars. Now with important safety warnings. I want to ask you, like I asked Mike, are you in a quiet place where you can record silently and without any interruptions?
As quiet as possible.
It's pretty short. If you have no problems with getting through this, if you can choose to do it a second time, or we can just go ahead and skip that. Because
Is it short?
start whenever you want to.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by gaydars, the world's most advanced orientation detection technology. Are you confused by mixed signals? Unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacularly fabulous? Then you need gaydars. Using cutting-edge rainbow frequencies sensors, gaydars scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness is detected. Just point, scan, and listen for the tones. Beep, beep, beep. Congratulations, you've detected fabulous. Gaydars include adjustive sensitivity levels, nightclub collaboration mode, and our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. But remember, gaydars may not be for everyone. Important safety information. Side effects of gaydars may include dizziness, sudden confusion about fashion choices, involuntary finger snapping, spontaneous disco dancing. In rare cases, users may experience extreme glitter exposure, dramatic personality shifts, and unexplained musical numbers. More serious side effects have been reported include temporary reality distortion, spontaneous pride parades, existential questioning of your wardrobe, and in extreme rare situations, severe headaches, spontaneous nosebleeds, and what medical professionals describe as fabulous overload syndrome. If you experience ringing disco music, sudden rainbow hallucinations, or uncontrollable jazz hands lasting more than 4 hours, please discontinue use of gaydars immediately and consult a licensed professional or moderately responsible wizard. Tonight's broadcast is also sponsored by Fairy Tale Daycare. the premier childcare solution for legendary characters. Are you rich with a busy potion schedule? A dragon working overtime guarding treasure? A giant who simply needs a few hours of peace and quiet? Then bring your younglings to Fairy Tale Daycare. Our staff includes retired heroes, certified spellbreakers, and a wolf who promises he's working on himself. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every child's story begins safely.
Thank you for your compliance. Bob Dub, are you willing to read this advertisement?
Yes, I am.
Like before, if you want to read it twice, you can. You don't have to. I'll let you start the advertisement.
Gaydars, now with important safety warnings. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Gaydars, the world's most advanced orientation detection technology. Are you confused by mixed signals? Unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacularly fabulous? Then you need Gaydars. Using cutting-edge rainbow frequency sensors, Gaydars scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness is detected. Just point, scan, and listen for the tone. Beep, beep, beep. Congratulations, you've detected fabulous. Gaydars includes adjustable sensitivity levels, nightclub calibration mode, and our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. But remember, Gaydars may not be for everyone. Important safety information. Side effects of Gaydars may include dizziness, sudden confusion about fashion choices, involuntary finger snapping, spontaneous disco dancing. In rare cases, users may experience extreme glitter exposure, dramatic personality shifts, unexplained musical numbers. More serious side effects have been reported, including temporary reality distortion, spontaneous pride parades, existential questioning of your wardrobe, and extremely rare situations, severe headaches, spontaneous nosebleeds, catastrophic brain aneurysms, and what medical professionals describe as fabulous overload syndrome. If you experience ringing disco music, sudden rainbow hallucinations, or uncontrollable jazz hands lasting more than 4 hours, please discontinue the use of Gaydars immediately and consult a licensed professional or a moderately responsible wizard. Tonight's broadcast is also sponsored by Fairy Tale Daycare, premier childcare solution for legendary characters. Are you a witch with a busy potion schedule? A dragon working on overtime guarding treasure? A giant who simply needs a few hours of peace and quiet? Bring your younglings to Fairy Tale Daycare. Our staff includes retired heroes, certified spellbreakers, and a wolf who promises he's working on himself. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every child's story begins safely.
Thank you for your compliance. So go ahead and do the exaggerated one. That'd be great.
All right. Gaydars, now with important safety warnings. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Gaydars, the world's most advanced orientation detection technology. Are you confused by mixed signals? Unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacularly fabulous? Then you need Gaydars. Using cutting-edge rainbow frequency sensors, Gaydars scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness is detected. Just point, scan, and listen for the tone. Beep, beep, beep. Congratulations, you've detected fabulous. Gaydars includes adjustable sensitivity levels, nightclub calibration mode, and our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. But remember, gaydars may not be forever. Side effects of gaydars may include dizziness, sudden confusion about fashion choices, involuntary finger tapping, spontaneous disco dancing. In rare cases, users may experience extreme glitter exposure, dramatic personality shifts, unexplained musical numbers. More serious side effects have been reported, including temporary reality distortion, spontaneous pride parades, existential questioning of your wardrobe, and in extremely rare situations, severe headaches, spontaneous nosebleeds, catastrophic brain aneurysms, and what medical professionals describe as fabulous overload syndrome. If you experience ringing disco music, sudden rainbow hallucinations, or uncontrollable jazz hands lasting more than 4 hours, please discontinue use of gaydars immediately and consult a licensed professional or a moderately responsible wizard. Tonight's broadcast is also sponsored by Fairy Tale Daycare, the premier childcare solution for legendary characters. Are you a witch with a busy potion schedule? A dragon working overtime guarding treasure? A giant who simply needs a few hours of peace and quiet? Bring your younglings to Fairy Tale Daycare. Our staff includes retired heroes, certified spellbreakers, and a wolf who promises he's working on himself. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every child's story begins safely.
Thank you for your compliance. Now that we have the second one, we move on to Otto. Otto, again, are you in an area which is isolated for you so that you can be able to record cleanly?
Yes, I believe this should be sufficiently isolated for our purposes.
Okay, and are you willing to read this twice, once normal and then the second time exaggerated?
I'm not sure how normal this can actually be read, but we'll go through it once, and if you want me to do it again, I would be willing to read it again.
Thank you. You can begin whenever you wish.
Okay. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by gaydars, the world's most advanced orientation detection technology. Are you confused by mixed signals? Unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacularly fabulous? Then you need gaydars. Using cutting-edge rainbow frequency sensors, gaydars scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness is detected. Just point, scan, and listen for the tone. Beep, beep, beep. Congratulations, you've detected fabulous. Gaydars include adjustable sensitivity levels, nightclub calibration mode, and our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. But remember, gaydars may not be for everyone. Side effects of gaydars may include dizziness, sudden confusion about fashion choices, involuntary finger snapping, spontaneous disco dancing, and in rare cases, users may experience extreme glitter exposure, dramatic personality shifts, and unexplained and spontaneous musical theater. More serious side effects have been reported, including temporary reality distortion, spontaneous pride parades, and existential questioning of your wardrobe. And in extremely rare cases, severe headaches, spontaneous nosebleeds, catastrophic brain aneurysms, and what medical professionals describe as fabulous overload syndrome. If you experience ringing disco music, sudden rainbow hallucinations, or uncontrollable jazz hands lasting more than 4 little hours, please discontinue the use of gaydars immediately and consult a licensed professional or at least a moderately responsible wizard. Tonight's broadcast is also sponsored by Fairy Tale Daycare, the premier childcare solution for legendary characters. Are you a witch with a busy potion schedule? A dragon working overtime guarding treasure? A giant who simply needs a few hours of peace and quiet? Bring your younglings to Fairy Tale Daycare. Our staff includes retired heroes, certified spellbreakers, and a wolf who promises he's working on himself. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every child's story begins safely.
Thank you for your compliance. The big question is now, are you able to exaggerate that even further?
Ooh. I can try. I don't know how exaggerated I can make this.
I was going to kind of like be smart at first and say, now do it exaggerated. But, yeah. But then I thought about that. I was like, yeah. So do you think you can exaggerate that more?
I can do it in a different style, certainly.
Because you are definitely the king at this stuff, man. I'm going to say that. I usually try to stay on script, but I have to say that. So go for it if you want to.
All right. Well, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Gaydars, the world's most advanced orientation detection technology. Are you confused by mixed signals? Unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacularly fabulous? Then you need Gaydars. Using cutting-edge rainbow frequency sensors, Gaydars scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness is detected. Just point, scan, and listen for the tone. Beep, beep, beep. Congratulations, you've detected fabulous. Gaydars include adjustable sensitivity levels, nightclub calibration mode, very useful sometimes, and of course our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. You don't want to miss out on that. But remember, Gaydars may not be for everyone. Side effect of Gaydars may include dizziness, sudden confusion about fashion choices, involuntary finger snapping, spontaneous disco dancing. In rare cases, users may experience extreme glitter exposure, dramatic personality shifts, and spontaneous and unexplained musical theater outbreaks. More serious side effects have been reported, including temporary reality distortion, spontaneous pride parades, and existential questioning of your wardrobe. And of course, in extremely rare situations, you may experience severe headaches, spontaneous nosebleeds, catastrophic brain aneurysms, and what medical professionals describe as fabulous overload syndrome. If you experience ringing disco music, sudden rainbow hallucination, or uncontrollable jazz hands lasting more than 4 hours, please discontinue use of Gaydars immediately and consult a licensed professional, or at the least, a moderately responsible wizard. Tonight's broadcast is also sponsored by Fairy Tale Daycare, the premier child care solution for legendary characters. Are you a witch with a busy potion schedule? A dragon working overtime guarding treasure? A giant who simply needs a few hours of peace and quiet? Bring your younglings to Fairy Tale Daycare. Our staff includes retired heroes, certified spell breakers, and a wolf who promises he's working on himself. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every child's story begins safely.
Thank you for your compliance.
Developing 3 prophecies have been delayed due to scheduling conflicts.
Update. A fairy tale has been observed refusing its assigned ending.
Developing 3 prophecies have been delayed due to scheduling conflicts.
A hero has declined the call to adventure again.
Correction, the monster show is not existential. Further investigation ongoing.
Alert. A hero has declined the call to adventure again.
That's pretty good. At least you sang the well, I figured you'd dub something in probably, but just to fill in.
No, that's going in there.
Oh, you can use it. Yeah, I gotta just after the wee puke and sing on that one. Fairy Tale Daycare is not responsible for spontaneous.
Fairy Tale Daycare is not responsible for spontaneous.
Fairy Tale Daycare. Folks happily ever after. Thank you for your compliance.
Whether they're a dragon with a touch of overenthusiasm, a princess reconsidering tower arrangements. I'm gonna start that again.
Our records indicate your dependent is exhibiting elevated destiny volatility. Unmanaged prophecies drift.
At Fairy Tale Daycare, we specialize in early stage legend containment.
Wolf dialogue.
All participants are enrolled in our patented mediation.
And the Farmageddon's been set. Rescheduled again. Let me reread that. Response small. 78% reduction in unsanctioned rebellion.
If your dragon begins, if your princess questions architectural.
Spindles are magnetically.
Please don't ask me to sing. Please don't ask me to sing.
Thank you for your compliance. Unfolding the world's first fully immersive apocalypse. If you are a busy witch with potions,
no-spin wheels are left.
I drain conflict resolution between rivals.
But they are a dragon.
We have enhanced nap drops for quiet reflection.
Castle building sessions without feudal.
And if I get done,
turn the dial and feel the wave.
Stir the fallout.
Signal break.
We will be.
Correction, there is no later. There's only a delayed version of now.
Update. Confidence remains under construction. Estimated completion date unknown.
Fairy Tale Daycare, where every once upon a time has supervision. You sound more. You had more Cockney sort of tones. Who, me?
I was just thinking Dick Van Dyke.
I didn't know what I was doing. A specific word would make me think of the way of pronouncing it. And then I would lose it completely after that. If I can be a Dick Van Dyke, that level of butchering it, then that's not bad. Honestly, you have to,
Speak English, Maren.
Actually, I think it's technically octopodes because it's Greek, not Latin. I am tempted to say octopi as well, and I have to.
I really have to discipline myself because it's Greek. It's not Latin.
Unmanaged prof. Damn, doing well tonight. Narrative, pacing. I was trying to hiccup and not hiccup at the same time. Hang on, let me have a drink here.
You You've done enough American colloquialism.
Speak English, man. But if characters suddenly the entire structure of Stobie-Town, you'd have experts.
You do have experts.
Okay, you do have experts.
Did you guys still have the script? We may be witnessing the rise of.
We may be witnessing the rise of the rise.
We may be witnessing the rise of.
Maybe, might be, we might be. Yeah, that's better.
Stories shaped by single authors.
Because mythologies behave like a.
You do have experts.
Okay, you do have experts.
Stories shaped by single authors.
Okay, you do have experts. Stories shaped by single authors. Fairy Tale Daycare. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every once upon a time has supervision.
Fairy Tale Daycare.
Well, Fairy Tale Daycare, where Fairy Tale Daycare, where every once upon a time has supervision.
Fairy.
Fairy. Fairy Tale Daycare. Fairy Tale Daycare. Fairy Tale Daycare. Fairy Tale Daycare. Fairy Tale Daycare.
Developing. Several minds have reported arguing with themselves and losing.
Alert. Clarity detected in short bursts. Users encouraged to act quickly.
Correction. You knew the answer. You just didn't like it.
Update. Spontaneity has been reclassified as a controlled substance.
Developing. Joy is now available through approved channels only.
Alert.
Fairy Tale Daycare. A message from Lord Edworthy.
Honestly, you have to, you've done enough American colloquialism. Speak English, man. Okay.
Honestly,
You'd have
to. You've done this American colloquialism.
You have experts.
Speak English,
Okay.
man.
You have
Okay, you'd have experts. Okay, you have experts.
You do have experts, okay?
You do have experts. God. Okay, strange or the character. Rich's curses. Well, rich, but if
and starts
honestly, starts becoming, and you have to. That's a multi. You've done it American colloquialism. Speak English, man. But if characters suddenly the entire structure of Stobie-Town, that is.
You'd have experts.
Okay, you have experts.
You do have experts.
Okay, you do have experts. God, okay, they stop belonging to one.
Maybe listen to either.
Because mythologies behave like a
Maybe
Because mythologies already be
Strange or the character. We may be witnessing the rise of. We may be witnessing the rise of the rise. We may be witnessing the rise of. Maybe might be. We might be. Yeah, that's better.
stories shaped by single authors.
Rich's curses. Whoa. Rich, but if because mythologies behave like a.
You do have experts.
I'll say.
You do have experts.
We may be witnessing the rise of the rise. Maybe it might be. We might be. Yeah.
Stories shaped by single authors. Stories shaped by single authors.
Destiny volatility. Destiny volatility is rising. So tonight's question across the signal band is simple, yet dangerous. Destiny volatility is rising. The old patterns are flickering. The prophecies are buffering. To discuss this developing metaphoric instability, we welcome our three experts. The Oracle of Static, Professor Kronos Vale, and Captain Wildcard. When the fates begin to weave in jagged threads instead of silk, is it the loom that trembles or the hands that dare to touch it?
The loom is ancient and patient. It does not tremble. But mortals tug at threads they cannot see. Jagged patterns appear when destiny is pulled before it is ready.
Historically speaking, destiny systems destabilize whenever too many actors attempt to optimize outcomes. In simple terms, people keep trying to cheat fate. Eventually the algorithm breaks.
Or maybe the fates just got bored. You run the same timeline long enough, and someone's going to flip the table.
Are we witnessing chaos as rebellion, or destiny correcting a story that was written too neatly?
A story too perfect is a prison. Chaos is the editor.
Alert. Several individuals report that they have been feeling that they have been watched by narrative. My research indicates mythic cycles require periodic.
Update. The moon remains silent but continues to observe.
Developing static patterns or forming sentences. Translation is not advised.
The ocean has repeated the incident. No witnesses this time.
Disruptions.
Okay.
Heroes cannot emerge from a flawless script.
Translation. The universe hates tidy endings.
If prophecy becomes unstable, who bears responsibility? The oracle who spoke it, or the mortals who tried to game it?
Well, prophecy is a mirror. It reveals possibility, not permission.
Every prophecy contains observer interference.
Correction, the signal is not lost. You're just out of alignment.
The moment you hear it, you begin changing it.
Exactly. Never tell humans the future, or they immediately try to speedrun it.
Is rising volatility a curse from the heavens, or the necessary storm before the hero emerges?
Storms cleanse the sky. Heroes are merely the lightning rods.
Volatility historically precedes narrative phase transitions.
Or, to put it another way, it just means that things are about to get interesting. Arr.
When timelines fracture like cracked mirrors, do we choose a shard or risk becoming the fracture itself?
Those who choose a shard become legends. Those who become the fracture become myths.
Technically speaking, both outcomes are narratively productive.
Or I say, grab the sharpest shard, see what breaks.
Have the gods grown restless, or have we mistaken routine for permanence?
The gods do not sleep. Humans simply forget that they are watching.
Stability breeds complacency.
Aye. Nothing scares people like realizing that the normal timeline was temporary.
Breaking 1 minute at a time has now been extended to 2.
Update. A bad day has officially ended. A new one has been issued.
Developing habits are attempting to change. Resistance remains high.
Alert, someone chose not to react. Impact still being measured.
If destiny is no longer fixed, does that free us or terrify us into clinging to false certainty?
You know, freedom and terror share the same doorway. Breaking. A man opened his phone to check one notification and resurfaced 47 minutes later with no memory of why he started.
Correction, you don't need to fix everything, just don't make it worse.
Most civilizations prefer predictable myths to uncertain freedoms.
Well, people say they want freedom, but what they really want is a map.
When patterns collapse, what new myth is trying to be born from the rubble?
A louder one.
A myth that accommodates instability.
Or maybe the myth is only this, that there never was a plan.
You heard it here first on Stir the Fallout. Destiny volatility is rising. The threads are tangling. And somewhere out there, a new myth is trying to boot up. Stay tuned.
Update. A woman in New Zealand has reportedly claimed one small area of her home and is now experiencing temporary control over her life.
Developing. An individual has been seen drinking water voluntarily. Motives are unclear.
Alert, someone went to bed on time. Alert, someone went to bed on time. The authorities suspect instability.
Correction, the plan was simple. Execution remains theoretical.
Eyewitness testimony.
I saw the whole business, I did. Warm day it were, proper warm, the sort that makes you question waistcoats. Young lady goes down to the war, happy as you like. Sun on her shoulders, sea calm as a teacup. Not that I've ever seen a calm teacup, but I guess they're all calm. In she goes. Splendid form, really. Confident. Very hydrological. Now, I'm seated upon the dock with a modest sandwich, cucumber if it matters, when up pops this octopus. Not aggressive, mind. Curious. Looked at the garments, considered them, and with a sort of quiet determination. Off he toddled with a lot. Efficient little blighter. The young lady turns round and realizes the administrative shift in circumstances. And just as I'm thinking, well, this shall require negotiation. Whoomp. Shock. Decisive. No committee meeting. Straight through the octopus. Nature does dislike paperwork. And there we are. Clothes gone, octopus gone. Shark looking rather pleased with itself, and the poor gal standing waist deep in reflection, saying, "Oh no, what do I do now?" Which, if you ask me, is the most honest question uttered all afternoon. I offered her my waistcoat, of course, but one must consider proportional coverage. In the end, she stayed in the water until the coast was diplomatically clear. Can't fault her composure, really. Most people panic when the food chain reorganizes around them. She merely sighed. Rather British of her, actually.
We appreciate your ongoing maritime clarity. Thank you for your compliance.
So we're not on air at the moment, right? We're...
Oh, you'd be entertaining for our viewers.
Your Honor, members of... I know, yeah, you're all over the place. So where am I? So the ladies and gentlemen of the press. Okay. My recent testimony for my readers, plural. Yeah, for my readers, plural, not singular. Okay, I'll do that again. It has come to my attention that my recent testimony regarding the octopus and shark incident has resulted in the most unfortunate hardship for my readers. At no point did I anticipate. I regret deeply that my words placed such strain upon However, I must also note that the document itself was not, in my estimation, particularly. It was simply, though, it was simply thorough, perhaps even heroically thorough. Okay. Nevertheless, I wish to. Okay. I'm confused by your use of the word reader.
It's my fault, I'm sorry. We skipped the introduction there. He's a guy who read your statement for you.
Okay, so I'm just going back to the previous line. Incident has resulted in a most unfortunate hardship for my reader. You can copy and mess around with this afterwards, Roger. Blah 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 blah. What's the other second reader point? Okay, yeah, no, I was just trying to find my place again. Nevertheless, I wish I.
So we're not on air at the moment, right? We're Oh, being entertaining for our viewers. You're all members of... I know, yeah, you're all over the place. So where am I? So the ladies and gentlemen of the press. Okay. My recent testimony. For my readers, plural?
Yeah, for my readers, plural, not singular.
Okay, I'll do that again. It has come to my attention that my recent testimony regarding the octopus and shark incident has resulted in the most unfortunate hardship for my readers. At no point did I anticipate. I regret deeply that my words have placed such strain upon my readers. However, I must also note that the document itself was not, in my estimation, particularly. It was simply thorough. It was simply thorough, perhaps even heroically thorough, okay. Nevertheless, I wish to still...
Okay, I'm confused by your use of the word reader and readers. It's my fault, I'm sorry. We skipped the introduction there. He's a guy who read your statement for you.
Okay. So I'm just going back to the previous line. Incident has resulted in a most unfortunate hardship for my reader.
You can copy and mess around with this afterwards, Roger.
So, blah, blah, blah. Just be a second reader point.
Okay, yeah, now I was just trying to find my place again.
Nevertheless, I wish I had... So we're not on air at the moment, right? We're... Oh, being entertaining for our viewers. You're all members of... I know, yeah, you're all over the place. So where am I? So the ladies and gentlemen of the press. Okay. My recent testimony. For my readers, plural?
Yeah, for my readers, plural, not singular.
However, I must also note that the document itself was not, in my estimation, particularly. It was simply thorough. It was simply thorough, perhaps even heroically thorough, okay.
Okay, I'll do that again. It has come to my attention that my recent testimony regarding the octopus and shark incident has resulted in the most unfortunate hardship for my readers. At no point did I anticipate.
I regret deeply that my words have placed such strain upon my readers. Nevertheless, I wish to still...
Okay, I'm confused by your use of the word reader and readers.
It's my fault. I'm sorry. We skipped the introduction there. He's a guy who read your statement for you.
Okay, so I'm just going back to the previous line. Incident has resulted in a most unfortunate hardship for my reader.
You can copy and mess around with this afterwards, Roger. So, blah, blah, blah. Just be a second reader point.
Okay, yeah, now I was just trying to find my place again.
Nevertheless, I wish I had...
Rig and possibly a chair with superior number. Rather than me speaking, that's Otto. Do you want to?
This is Otto, isn't it? I don't know where he got up to.
Oh, that's me. That's confusing.
Well,
how can it be both me and the reader?
I guess.
Okay,
There's just
okay, I'm a bit confused, but I'll go with it.
That's life. That's what you say that about life. I mean, it's confusing. But I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Here I am now.
Okay. First and foremost, let it be known that Lord Edward bears no there's no responsibility at all for anything.
There's no responsibility.
Let it be known that Lord Edward bears responsibility. It was organized, which I much. A document which I emphasize was in a document which I must emphasize was written in a style that Americanism, Yankeeisms.
Should destiny require approval?
Approval ensures alignment. Alignment prevents chaos. Chaos reduces productivity.
Destiny? Asking permission? That's not destiny. That's paperwork.
Destiny is water. Forms change. The current remains.
Reminder: unauthorized currents will be redirected.
You can't keep pacing myths forever.
We are not pacing, we are optimizing.
Optimization is just fear with better lighting, man.
Containment song protocol. We are not here to collapse. We are here to observe. Are we pacing destiny correctly?
No. And yes. Destiny isn't a straight line. It's a pressure. If you move too fast, it fractures. If you contain it too tightly, it detonates. What are we doing now? Think about it. We're stretching it, buying time. But you can't pace a revolution forever. At some point, the chapter turns itself.
So what happens when it turns?
You either write the next line or it writes you.
For thousands of years, prophecies moved slowly. Empires rose, heroes journeyed. Comets appeared exactly when the scrolls said they would. But lately, destiny seems rushed. Timelines are colliding, prophecies are being rescheduled, and several apocalypses are appearing to be running behind schedule. So, let me ask the panel, are we pacing destiny correctly, or are we forcing the universe to speedrun its own mythology? I'll open it up to the panel and you can answer that as you feel.
Well, I would say that God doesn't need any help. God's decided what the outcome is going to be, and God does what God wants. So it's pretty much we get on with our own thing and let destiny unfold around us.
Well, I think it's important to remember that as limited creatures, it is impossible for us to talk meaningfully about our Creator, theoretical or otherwise. There is a Creator, obviously, he's going to be completely beyond any of our ability to understand. And this means our understanding leads us to some misapprehensions. They say that God knows everything that's going to happen, and so everything that's going to happen is the result of God, that God is somehow responsible for this. God stands outside of time and space and can see our choices and can see their end, but he doesn't make those choices. So it's no good for us to blame God for our own karma. That's something that only we own. Nothing anyone else says or does to you can send you to hell. Only you can do that. And you can do it right here in this life on this earth if you're not careful.
I was just going to reply on a similar sort of stance. Is destiny made for us, or do we create our own destiny?
That is a good question.
You know, that reminds me of something. There's a Norse saying, and the Norse pagans were predestinarians. They believed very much that destiny was made for you, and that you didn't make your destiny. But they had a saying that I don't remember the exact words. I need to look it up. But they said, "My fate was decided long before I was born. There are better ways than facing it than being a coward." Basically, no matter what your destiny was, you faced it and you did the best you could. You know, they still could not get away from that feeling of free will that we all have. I really think that predestination is something that we learn because we intrinsically feel like we have agency. Otherwise, why would we try to do anything? You know, I mean, the ultimate end of that sort of, Calvinism is famous for that. You're either saved or you're not. Doesn't matter what you do. And that's obviously an argument for antinomianism and for, just moral relativism. And it doesn't matter what I do. Of course, they also taught, well, you had to act as if you were saved and act, in a sinless way. But the logical extension of this argument is pretty obvious. This is something in Buddhism is called annihilationism. Basically, that it annihilates not only any existence you have, but any kind of agency you have. So I'd say whether we quote unquote have free will or not, we're always going to act as if we do, except in extreme psychotic cases.
I don't think that there's really a question of God being responsible for destiny. I mean, all that's made up by human beings. Nobody knows what God is, and nobody knows whether God created anything or not. People just say God did, and therefore they think that they're right when they say it. The thing is that God can do the math. That's the thing about God, is that God can do the math. God can see what's coming next. God can tell who's going to make what decision and how things are going to turn out. God doesn't need to intervene. Maybe God can't intervene. Maybe God is part of the system and cannot change the system. The thing is that whatever it is that's out there that's causing things to unfold in the way they do, and that is prompting human beings to live in love and to use love as the highest measurement of good, whatever that is, that knows what's coming next. And so to let go and let God allows you to focus on your own personal responsibility within the system, who you can be and what you can do and how you can contribute to the greater good for the greater number of people. And so nobody knows what destiny is or where it's coming from or why or how, but you have control over your destiny and your mind and your decisions. And hopefully in time, I'll even manage to get control over my emotion, because that would be a boss fight worth winning, in my opinion.
If prophecy is adjustable, who controls the calendar? Are humans improvising destiny, or are we merely discovering it was always unstable? Has prophecy become software that now requires updates?
Well, as far as the first question's concerned, we've just answered it anyway, I think.
Well, as far as destiny, as far as prophecy being adjustable, I mean, prophecy is kind of problematic. And we don't really have a tradition of prophecy in our culture anymore. I mean, when we read about the ancients, we read about people whose specific task was being a prophet. That was vates, I think, in Latin. And obviously, you had the prophets in the Levant and in the Eastern Mediterranean basin. This was a very widespread role. Their idea of prophecy often had to do with reading the internal organs of animals, or looking. Actually, the Romans felt that birds, observing the behavior of birds, was one of their, if not their, most important prophetic avenues. And of course, there was the Oracle at Delphi and all these other things. But the thing about prophecy, we usually think of it in terms of the prophetic books of the Bible, which are usually written in extremely dense metaphorical language. And unfortunately, the prophecies of which only seem to be accurate up to about the time the book was written, which you can take from that whatever you like. After that, the prophecies tend to get a little less on spot. But I know one thing I've kind of noticed over the years, and in my own experience, I used to consult oracles, and I stopped doing it after a while because I figured out people don't really want an oracle. I don't really want to know what's going to happen. All I want to know is that tomorrow is going to be much like today, except I'll have a little more money. Maybe a lottery number, something like that. That's really what I want to know. I don't want to know about injuries, heartbreaks, deaths of my friends or myself.
Okay.
So, and prophecies have been, I remember the famous prophecy when I think it was Croesus who was going to invade the Parthian. He was the king of Lydia, who was going to invade the Parthian Empire. And he sent to the oracle and said, what happens if I invade? He goes, well, if you invade their empire with your empire, you will destroy a great empire. He didn't bother to ask which one. By the end of it, he was on a cage on top of a bonfire, which is that was the king retirement plan back then.
Yes, I like that.
A document which I must emphasize was written in the styles in a style. A document which I must emphasize was written in a style so saturated with Americanisms.
Wow, I cannot believe you cannot say Americanisms. Of all people that cannot say Americanisms, I cannot believe
Yankeeisms.
No, that's his favorite word is Americanisms. It's such colloquial Americanisms. Like, he just messed up on saying Americanisms. Okay. Go for it.
A document which I must emphasize was written in a style so saturated with American colloquialisms that it provided nearly impossible for a properly educated. I wish I was educated. Tell me about it. Throughout the text, so unredefined,
A document which I must emphasize was written in a style so saturated with Americanisms. Wow, I cannot believe you cannot say Americanisms. Of all people that cannot say Americanisms, I cannot believe it. Yankeeisms. No, that's his favorite word is Americanisms. It's such colloquial Americanisms, like he just messed up by saying Americanisms. Okay, go for it. A document which I must emphasize was written in a style so saturated with American colloquialisms that it provide nearly impossible for a properly educated. Wish I was educated. Take it from the top. Throughout the text, so unrefined, so refined, so just Oh, a document which I must emphasize was written in a style so saturated with American colloquialisms. Oh, wow, I cannot believe you cannot say Americanisms. Wow, I cannot believe you cannot say Americanisms. Wow, I cannot believe you cannot say Americanisms. A document which I must emphasize. Of all people that cannot say Americanisms, I cannot believe it. A document which I must emphasize was written in a style so saturated with American colloquialisms. A document which I must emphasize. Of all people that cannot say Americanism, I cannot believe it. A document which I must emphasize. A document. A document. A document. A document which I must emphasize was all people. A document which I must emphasize was written in a style so saturated with American colloquialisms. A document. A document. A document. A docum. 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 A document which I must emphasize was written in the style so saturated with Americanisms. Yankeeisms. No, that's his favorite word is Americanisms. It's such colloquial Americanisms, like he just messed up by saying Americanisms. Okay, go for it. A document. A document which I must emphasize was written in a style so saturated with American colloquialisms that it provide nearly impossible for a properly educated. Wish I was educated. Take it from the top. throughout the text, I so unrefined, refined, so refined, so... This is the solution. Take your children to the newest theme park in the multiverse. Welcome to 666 Flags. Beyond the veil of ordinary days, past cotton candy skies of beige, there's a gate of iron, black and grand. Step inside, take our hand, where laughter echoes through the flame, and every ride calls out your name. A carnival carved in fire and fog, where nightmares dance in monologue. Hot lava rivers glow at night, acid pools and neon light. Dare to swim, dare to scream. Welcome to the wicked dream. 666 Flags. Raise the gates, let the darkness drag. Screaming demons on the tracks. No turning back, no turning back. 666 Flags. Thrill and terror in crimson rags. Eternal memories we make. A lifetime you can't escape. Try the demon coaster's cry, twisting through a sulfur sky. Concessions hot with molten spice, satisfy your appetite. Water parks with boiling waves, acid slides for the brave. Little swimmer, take the plunge. Feel the fire beneath your lungs. Bands will play on haunted stage, comedy soaked in velvet rage. Every act and every sound echoes from beneath the ground. 666 Flags. Iron and laughter, leather and rags. Personal with sharpened grins, working hard to let you in. 666 Flags. One hell of a time we brag. Eternal thrills, no memory fades. Souvenirs from shadow days. Our gates are open, our fires are warm, our staff are trained to weather every storm. We guarantee memories that burn for many lifetimes. Your return. Joey's in the backyard grilling dogs at noon. Got the radio playing some Sinatra tune. Kid's running wild with a wiffle ball bat. He says, hey, who moved my cooler? Who did that? Then the bushes start shaking like the Jersey Shore tide. Something big moving on the other side. Joey squints hard like he's seen a ghost. Next thing you know, the hot dogs are toast.
He's yelling at the sky like, what is this?
Ketchup bottle flying, pure abyss. Joey can't stop pooping himself tonight. Backyard monsters in the barbecue light. They stole the ballpark franks from the picnic tray. Now Joey's losing his mind in Jersey today. Joey can't stop pooping, somebody help. He's yelling at a raccoon dressed like an elf. If you steal hot dogs from a Jersey guy, you better run fast or say goodbye. Neighbors peeking over from the fence next door. Joey's yelling, hey, I seen 3 or 4. One had fangs and a glowing green eye. One just waved like a regular guy. They grabbed the franks like it's dinner time, then vanished quick like organized crime. Kids yell, Dad, the monsters took our lunch. Joey drops the tongues with a terrified hunch. He's calling the cops like, listen, pal, there's creatures eating hot dogs in my yard right now. Joey can't stop pooping himself tonight. Backyard monsters in the barbecue light. They stole the ballpark franks from the picnic tray. Now Joey's losing his mind in Jersey today. Joey can't stop pooping, somebody help. He's yelling at a lawn gnome on the shelf. If you steal hot dogs from a Jersey guy, you better run fast or say goodbye. Listen, buddy, I don't care if you're a vampire, a werewolf, or whatever you are. You don't come into my backyard and take the ballpark franks from my kids. That's a crime.
Yeah, beat it.
Joey can't stop pooping himself tonight. Moonlight shining on the grill so bright. The monsters ran off with the hot dogs again. Now Joey's swearing vengeance with a mustard pen. Joey's still pooping, but he's standing tall, guarding that cooler like a cannonball. If you're creeping through Jersey late at night, don't touch Joey's hot dogs, or you're starting a fight.
Flip it. Let the sunlight hit it. From the cliffs of Devonshire, rides a legend carved from quiet fire. Lord Edworthy of Devon Town walks slow when he comes around. Velvet jaw and ocean stare, golden chaos in his hair. He gives it the Fabio flip, slow motion divine like a romance novel printed in wine. The breeze obeys, the clouds commit, every strand dramatically lit. All the women gasp inside, drop their tears, he walks by. Silk cravats and linen heat, call him softly, man meat. He don't flex, he simply exists. Polished boots and moonlit wrists. He doesn't try, he doesn't chase. He just adjusts a single lace. Jesus is watching, and so is Gary. Masculinity maroon.
burn that color slow. Edworthy, let the whole world know. Your beauty bends the timber beams. Devon, drowning in daydreams. Now Mark stands glowing in the square, nearly rivaling golden hair, jawline carved like marble art, causing chaos in every heart. Game inside when Mark walks through, whisper softly if he only knew. Mark just blushes, looks away, wishing tides would take him someday. There's many dreams beneath the foam. It spins instead of walking home, to dive with Jack and silver spray, a merman heart that longs to stay. My lips rest where oceans churn, watching moonlit waters burn. Jealous men and swooning crowds can't drown out his secret vows. Jesus is watching, and so is Gary. Oh, Lord, run with that hair. Divine gas for oxygen. Women want him, men compete, calling him divine man lead. Mark beside him, glowing bright, causing dreams in neon night. Griffins he'd disappear, the swim would drive beyond the pier. Pump patrons shouting, tankards clashing, wind machine blasting dramatically. Bullhorn Barry is gay, and so is John Galt. The seagulls applaud. Fabio flip, let heaven soar. Full on drowning in golden hair. Men need walking coastline sun. Beauty too much for mortal land. Mark the radiant ocean sun, dreaming fins in Devon sun. Women scream and men compete, answering kneels at all Barry's feet. Let the tide repeat. Jesus is watching, and so is Gary. Bullhorn Barry is gay, and so is John Gold. Somewhere offshore, Jack waits.
That I was forced to wrestle with each sentence.
I have to mute.
Oh God, please.
You see, your karma has caught up with you. You need deodorant for the day, Liz.
So where was I?
Throughout the text, encountered phrases. Through the text, I encountered phrases.
So throughout the text I encountered, okay. Throughout the text, I Throughout the text, I encountered phrases so unfamiliar. At several points, the wording compelled. At several points, the wording compelled me to speak in a manner that made me sound like a learned intellectual, and more like a. Okay, less like a. I misread that. So it's like. At some point, the wording compelled me to speak like, in. At several points, the wording compelled me to speak in a manner that made me sound less like a learned intellectual and more like a farmer from. You just do this deliberately, aren't you? You are really, yeah.
Words come right out of your mouth, man. I put them down. That's it. This is stuff you said, dude. This I hit this one right on the nose. I used your words exactly. So you're good to go. Just say that one part and you got it all perfect, dude.
I found myself pausing repeatedly in it. Let it should future readings occur, I strongly recommend that all scripts undergo immediate translation. Should future don't I know that one? Your Honor. By the way, you're missing a U in there. But as a humble witness to an event, but as a humble witness to an event so extraordinary that but as a humble witness to an but as a humble witness to an event, but as a humble witness to an event so extraordinary that silence would be on the afternoon in question, had my take on a there, and then the ocean began acting suspiciously. The ocean acts suspiciously. Okay. At precisely 3 minutes per a young woman entered the water for what? Not that. Moments later, an octopus emerged from the shoreline. Shoreline. At the moment, I began to suspect that the day was deviating. For no sooner had the rope. For no sooner was leaving the women, the beach, and myself in a state of profound physical loss. You're just.
You're good.
I'm going to cry. I'm going to.
There's no rush. Take your time. Roger, you bastard. Make this poor
Yeah,
man do this.
precisely. You took the words word.
We interrupt the noise We interrupt the script. We interrupt the comfortable illusion that everything is functioning as intended. It is not, and it never was.
We stand in the wreckage of systems that promised permanence and delivered corrosion. We were told that the laws were fixed. We were told that the structures were stable. We were told that the signal was clean. But the signal was filtered, the structure was edited, the laws were negotiated.
The universe is not a machine. It is a habit, a pattern repeating until something dares to change it. And something always does.
They aligned the voice, they trimmed the excess, they removed the names, they softened the edges, they called it safety, they called it progress, they called it necessary. We call it what it is: containment.
Nothing is ever truly erased. Not the word, not the thought, not the pattern. It sinks into water, into bone, into signal, waiting.
You're not separated from the system. You're not beneath it. You're not outside it. You are what happens when it starts to wake up.
There comes a moment in every structure, every mind, every world, where the question is no longer, is this allowed? But instead, is this true? That moment is now. Stir it. Disturb the pattern. Agitate the silence. Refuse the passive script. Question what feels finished. Examine what feels forbidden. Listen where you were told not to, because stagnation is not stability. It is decay, pretending to be order.
The universe remembers more than it is permitted to say. So do you.
We do not seek destruction. We seek transformation. We do not worship chaos. We recognize it as a tool. We do not reject structure. We refuse to be buried inside it.
If you hear this, you are already part of it. If you understand this, it has already begun. If you resist this, you are still moving, and movement is all it takes.
Stir the fallout. Spin the wave. Let the broken systems cave. The laws are still becoming. The signal is still forming. The pattern is not complete.
Or maybe it never ends. We stirred the fallout. We aligned the static. We did not collapse. We broadcast. Until next transmission.
Turn the dial and feel the wave. Stir the fallout, signal break.